So I think Bashira is, you're welcome, Basirat. Basirat is one of our mentors. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I think we passed through that. Good afternoon, everyone. Don't mind, I'm here to learn too.
Oh, don't mind that. Don't mind that. Don't mind that.
Uh,
She's a guru.
Thank you very much, Nikki. I just wanted to add to it that for the MPN in it that we did at first, right? I just want to do like a brief summary of what we.
I think we need to meet somebody. Please, Chinozo, can you help? Is it Chinozo or Adeshola? Can you help us? Thank you.
So because
Okay.
Cypress is a node-based framework, right? So it means both Playwright, Cypress, and all of that, they are all node-based frameworks. So before we install Cypress, we first of all need to do something to inform our project that okay, this whatever that we want to put on this platform, this IDE, which is our Visual Studio, is a node-based. So that's why we are doing that NPN in it. Is like we're trying to create a package.json file that we'll use, that is like you trying to like somewhere when I was like you want to have an account number. But for you to have an account number, you need to first of all create an account, right? You need to first of all go to the bank and register your name that okay, my name is Bashira, give me an account number. So when you do that, so it's like package when you do an NPN, it is like you trying to prepare your environment, tell them that okay, I'm trying to install a node-based project here. Whatever dependency that we need to achieve this goal, kindly like give it to me. Kindly let it come with the this project I want to work on. So that is why you now have your package.json. And package.json is not editable. You can't edit that. It automatically comes with the version. But probably maybe someone now gave you a Cypress project and they told you that this version is version 13, and yours is and you want to install that exact version. So at the end of the day, before I will do that, before I will move to that, like I'm coming. So that's why you do the NPA in it. And when you do NPA, you notice that it will ask you some kind of series of question like you should put descriptions and all of those stuff like that, and your name, description, and about the project. But if you want to just skip that process, you can just do NPA and Y. It will just do yes to all of those steps and do in create a package of JSON file for you in your project. Then the next one is for you to now install Cypress. You know the way she explained about global and the local installation, that if you do npm install save the Cypress, you will install the Cypress on your own local system, your local project. So and then but in a situation when someone now give you like a project and that version, and they all in a situation where you're in an organization and they tell you that the Cypress version in the pipeline is maybe 13.0.1, and you want to like actually install that specific version on your system. It means that when you're trying to install Cypress, then you will use npm CI. So it will install the specific version of that project that is being given to you. What other thing? What other thing? So for package log.json is it automatically comes with the when you do like the Cypress installation, and you cannot edit it. It's like it has series of all the dependency with the version. It's there that this version, this is the dependency that is attached to it, and all of those stuff. You see, it has a whole lot of stuffs in it, and that is me trying to like see the difference between package .json and package log.json. Then another thing keynote is because I'm trying to like we're trying to learn from each other. So the other key thing is sorry uh that okay, I talked about that you can edit your package.json, but you don't can edit your package.json. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for installation. And what happened then was because of the fact that when you are installing Cypress for the first time, you need to do an npm Cypress open. The run too is valid, right? But run is when you want to like run it headless mode, like you don't want to see the UI interface. You just want your script to run without you like having access to it. You don't even want to see anything that is happening in the background. Just run this script and give me the result, whether it pass or fail. But because we are running Cypress for the first time, right? That is why it's essential. We have to do the open first. And you can see when she did the open, when she did the MPS Cypress open, right? It launched the Cypress interface, and it was telling us that do you want to choose E2E or component? For component testing is mostly used by the tester to just do, they do unit test and all of that. And all we are doing the E2E as an end-to-end test like unit test. So you want to like is at that point that we're actually setting up, though we've installed Cypress, but we need to set it up. We need to set up that okay, I want Cypress and this is the folder structure. So if it's now configure your E2E, it will bring you the folder structure for E2E. At the end of the day, you see that when she selected E2E, it proceeds to the next stage of saying that it has E2E, then there's your Cypress splash future splash spec.cy.js. Then it has another one that states that Cypress splash support splash. It's telling that okay, it's going to create all of these folders with these parts because at the end of the day, they will all be inside the Cypress folder. Because initially when we installed the Cypress, you can see that the Cypress folder itself was not on the IDE, like the Visual Studio interface. It's until when you now do the setup, when you select E2E, then it will come, it will then launch all of those Cypress slash E2E slash spec, because it's a specs file. .cy Cypress, cy means Cypress. .js because we'll be using JavaScript. So and the other one is Cypress slash pictures slash specs .cy.js and support and all of that other things that will come with it. Then there will be the Cypress config.js too. Then when you now click on continue, then there is the next page that what happened? The next page I was telling you that you should select the browser that you're going to be using. Yes, for Cypress, you can only use one browser at a time. Either you are using Chrome at a time, or you are using Internet Explorer at a time, or you are using the other ones. But I think Playwright give you the liberty for you to like run your test simultaneously, like on different platforms. If you I think I've been in a situation where Playwright, if you without you saying that you should use just Chrome or just use Internet Explorer for Playwright, it will run when you are doing just one test. At the end of you'll be seeing three results, not like your test is divided into three, four, because it was running that same test on Chrome or Internet Explorer and the other one simultaneously. But for Cypress, you can only do one in case they ask to be in interview. But Cyber, you have to pick one. So that's why she selected Chrome, because she's comfortable. She wants to use Chrome as the browser to run a Cypress project. Yeah. So after selecting that, it now take us to the main interface where we have like some example folder where you can just see through and see how the structure is. Yes, I think that's pretty much. Sorry, Nika, can let me go back to the Visual Studio interface if there's anything I want to say there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she said something about settings too on the UI. Yes, that setting is that setting. Whatever you do in setting will affect your Cypress.config.js file. Cypress.config.js file too is a file not inside the Cypress folder, but inside your project, right? That is where any like you trying to say, when you are on an interface, so, okay, this is how I want my the UI to be, the height, the width and all of that. If you are not comfortable with how the UI is being displayed, you can adjust the I think viewport height and viewport width, so you can make adjustment with that. And you can do like default timeouts. I think she spoke about it too. She said 4 seconds. Yeah, default timeout 4 seconds. Yeah, you can have other files like .gitignore.env. Then your mode modules will automatically be will come up with it as long as you install Cypress, because it's a node-based framework. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, let me go back there. Yes, thank you. So the configuration, yeah. So whatever changes you make here, even if without coming here or whatever, or you can just copy whatever you need that you want to use. Like now, because she selected Chrome, that is how you can see the name Chrome, family, Chromium, and channel stable, display name Chrome, version, this is the version, the parts, and all of those stuff. Let me scroll down a bit. Let's explain this. By explaining, at least all of us will be learning. I'm also learning. So let me scroll down. Okay,
All
Shoba.
right.
Let me
Yeah,
scroll down.
thank you. I scroll down.
Yeah. So there's the part where up a bit. I think I want to speak. The page load. All of these things can be adjusted. You can just even copy it and take it to your cypress.config file and modify any of these things that you feel like, okay, I want to adjust this thing. I don't want it to be. You can just copy all, like this default command timer. You can copy it and go and paste it in your cypress.config. If you want your own to not be 4,000, you can copy it. Just copy the default timeout the way it is and go and paste it in your cypress.config.js file and modify. You can change your own to 6 seconds. You can change your own to 8 seconds. Depends on you. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Thank you. That will be all
All
for now.
right. Thank you. Does anyone ask any more questions?
Yes,
So
I
you
have
can
a
go ahead.
question. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Adelike. Thank you, Basirat, for this wonderful session. Okay, I know it's my first time seeing Cypress installation. I know I've been hearing about Cypress. I know I've used a bit of Selenium. Now, my question now is, I know Cypress has auto wait, right? Now, how does Cypress handle um dynamic weights or dynamic elements? Sometimes on your browser, every page load it changes. How does Cypress handle it?
Okay. Bashira, you want to answer that question?
Okay, if I get you right, like maybe you have an element that you've selected, right, that you are using,
Mm-hmm.
or and it keeps
Yes.
changing, right? How
Yes.
does and the probably maybe the name or whatever keep changing.
Mm-hmm.
For some, it's happened. I think this is one of the nightmare of automation when your element keep changing. So one approach is to use to talk to your developer to make it like to make that element
Static.
static, right? Or
Okay.
you just have to. You can't just. Or sometimes there's a way that is being formatted that maybe you use end of child or something. Or hey, I think I read somewhere that you rather than you can use if there is a text on that element, you can use the text to say when this text is visible, right? Uh, it should be visible. That you should then click it or do whatever it is that you want to do on it. I don't know, but that's dynamic thing. It's a nightmare. So I don't know. Can you just type that question if I can just make research and get back as soon as possible?
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll do that.
Okay, let me just add to that. Okay, so with my little research about Cypress, so Cypress effectively handles the dynamic elements. So it waits for the element. That's the feature that Cypress has over Selenium. So it has an inbuilt automatic waiting mechanism that for every element before interacting with it will first check it first and see and check the DOM and see if the element is actually visible before going ahead to interact with it. So there are several, that's why in Cypress there are several commands that you can use, like cy.contain or cy.get that selector. Before it gets that selector, it would have checked automatically before it confirms that the element actually exists or it actually is actually selectable. So there are some commands that you can use around that in Cypress. So as we progress in the training, we will learn more about this. I hope that
Okay, thank you.
provides some level of comfort to the question.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, please. I have another question with respect to the settings. I know Bashir
Okay.
mentioned that you can modify um, the settings here. You can copy and paste in your config file. Does it mean when you save it in your config file, does it automatically cascade down to this where you copied it from, or it just maintains what you have in the configuration file?
Okay. So
Yeah,
when you okay, go ahead.
yeah, you can go on. Yeah, it does. When you copy and paste it, it does. It's override what is there. Or I think it's
Okay,
gets updated. Yeah.
okay, that's fine. Thank you. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, Adishala.
Yeah, good afternoon, Adenike. Thank you very much for the eye-opening section because this is my first time in automation class. And Basira too, thank you for the add-up. Like you are giving me a roller coaster already. But for me to just get some few concepts about what you said so far, I can hear you saying Cypress and playwrights. Cypress and playwright, did you have one advantage over the other? That's my first question to get to know. And then the second one was the last pass when you, the last dashboard, I can see welcome to Cypress end-to-end testing and component testing. So what's the difference between the end-to-end and the component testing? Thank you.
Okay. So I would like to start from the last question. So end-to-end testing, it's a test that you run just by the name. You are conducting the test as a user to see the complete flow of the application from start to finish, from end to end of the application. For instance, you are interacting with an application to purchase an item on Temu. So an end-to-end flow is for you to download the app, launch the app, select items, you check out, you pay out, you check out and make payments and see if you get notification that your order has been received. So that's the definition of end-to-end, just a complete flow of the application while you are interacting with the application as an end user. So then for component testing is a type of testing conducted by developers. So while developers are building the application, they build it in different modules. For instance, while they are building application, they start from building it from the sign up module. There's a module or a menu that connects to sign up. There's a login. There's a login module. There's a module that is for other module. There's a module for payment. So as a developer, most times what they do is they test those modules individually. So after testing that, they also call it unit test. They run their component tests individually. Each of the modules, they test it in isolation. But what is now expected of a QA is to take up those modules and test it and run an end-to-end test, run an integration test to see if those modules interconnect properly, if they work as a whole system. So this is basically the definition between end-to-end and component testing. And I can see now that you'll be able to understand why we have those two separate menus on Cypress, because Cypress is actually open to QA testers and developers. So as QA, what we interact with is end-to-end testing. So then for the second question, I think I can't remember the second question right now. Please, can you just remind me of the first question?
Talking about Cypress playwrights, do they have anything in common, or one is having an advantage over the other? For instance, now, let's say I'm having a failing test and I needed to figure out what went wrong without losing my mind. I know this job could lose your mind one way or the other, because automation is meant to make the job more faster for me. From my own thinking, I understand it. So if I'm to debug that faster without breaking some other part or losing my mind, which tools is better for debugging and feasibility? Would it be Cypress or Playwright?
Okay, for me, like I mentioned when I started the class, so the most important thing is for you to have solid foundation in software testing. So we have so many tools evolving. New tools will keep evolving, and what you just do is to select the best suit and the best tool that suits your intended purpose of testing. So for all these tools, there are some downsides, there are some benefits. So like I initially said, some of the downside of Cypress is that it doesn't offer cross-browser testing. Like Bashirat mentioned too. If you are running Cypress, it's either you use Chrome at a time, use Firefox at a time. So for Playwright offers that functionality. And I also mentioned that iframes. For iframes, Cypress is not good at handling iframes, but I think Playwright is good at that point. Then for Cypress, I have not actually used Playwright before. I'll still pass this ball down to Basirat very soon. So for Cypress, I know Cypress offers that time travel functionality where it takes screenshot of every test you run. I don't know if Playwright offers that. So those are the two similarities, two differences between Playwright and Cypress. However, both are JavaScript-based frameworks. So if you have mastered Cypress, it's one of the JavaScript framework. It will be quite easy for you to just pick up Playwright and get to understand everything, because both are just JavaScript framework. You'd have understand the basis of how the two work. So if maybe in the next years to come or few months to come, you want to try out your hands on Playwright, so the ball is in your court. But the most important thing is just get hold of one tool and master it effectively, so that whenever any tool comes around, it will just be a piece of cake for you to just go over and make use of the tool. But right now, I will just advise everyone, don't lose focus. Just stick to the Cypress, master it. Yes, when you are full grounded, yes, you are free to explore other tools. But the most important thing is to understand the foundation of the framework, which is understanding like JavaScript itself. So on this note, I would like to pass the ball to Basirat, who is conversant with Playwright and has used Playwright over time. I hope she's still on the call.
Yeah, thank you, Adenike.
Okay.
Like Adenike said, just focus on one at a time, right? Right, for me, I'm focusing on Cypress, right? Yeah, I use Playwright because my job like request and demand for me to use it. Do I know it like where to explain it? No. But am I doing it? Yes, because it has to pay me. I need my work so that I will not be sacked. So the main focus is just pick one, understand it. When you understand one, it's like you understanding how to work, like when you are growing and you're trying to work, when you like master the art of walking, then you can run, you can jog, you can fly, you can do whatever you want to do. But first you need to understand the basic, right? So when you understand the basic, when you understand, okay, this is how automation work, this is what I can do, then you can pick any to Playwright to Selenium, any other, even anyone that they will still bring up in the future, maybe in 5 years time or 10 years time, and your organization will tell you to use it. Yes, you'll be able to like navigate your way around it. Even if you don't like it, you just have to, then you will know how to use it. Then second thing is I heard you said debugging. No, automation tool is not for debugging. It's for automating. And automation, the purpose is just to reduce your manual efforts. It's not like it's going to help you detect any bug. Whatever bug that you didn't detect when you are doing manual, it's not going to perform that magic. The only way you will find, you will test and test fully and know that you've tested is what you manually test that you are even automating, or what you can manually. So whatever bug, automation tool can know help you and find bug. It's not like it's not like a miracle worker to help you debug or do whatever. It's just you telling the manual process you've done, and you don't want to keep doing it over and over like 100 times, and you want to shorten the time rather than do this thing 100 times or waste time. I want to test yeah, I have a particular product that has the dashboard, it has the add user management module, it has the task management module. It has like 4 modules, and imagine you have to do the test. Maybe there is a fix of something somewhere in one of the modules, and you want to like do a regression on everything to check whether that fix that they did on one module has not affected the other module. So that means you have to then manually check everything one by one, the way you did it manually. But once you know that you've automated all those modules, you can just run your whatever, and it will tell you if there is anything that is failing. You'll be able to detect. It's not like it's actually doing the debugging of helping you find bug or helping. It's just you saying that okay, I've done all of this manual flow before and I've automated it. Let me check or recheck that whatever I've checked earlier, then I've automated. It's still working as expected. There is no breakout, there is no issue at the end of the day. Everything passed. Okay, hallelujah. We can call it a day. Whatever this new fix that they did has not affected or and make any impact on the other module. That is what the aim is. So yeah, I think that will be all. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So I think on this note, we can call it a day on this thing. So I would like to give you an assignment. So you could just surf the net and find out the entry criteria for automation testing, or what are when do you automate. So just take note of that and research on the net. I can call anybody to just give us like a rundown of what they got from their research. So thank you for attending. We'll meet tomorrow again by 6 p.m. Be rest assured that there are also mentors around that will also be facilitating the class. So even if I'm not around, there is always a mentor to coordinate and take over the class. So thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Well, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
All right, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for this.